Broadcasting live from Youngville, North Carolina and Ontario, Canada. This is Got Mead Live, a weekly show where Vicky Rowe and AJ Airmans bring you the mead news, meadery info, and mead-making discussions from all over, talking with mead makers, mead owners, industry mavens, and influencers. This is Got Mead Live, a weekly podcast about mead and the people who love it and where the mead world is going. And now here are your hosts, Got Mead owner Vicky Rowe and mead and wine maker AJ Airmans.
Welcome to Got Mead Live from the den of the puppies of the apocalypse, possibly Melbourne down under, if Hamish is able to join us. Ryan is out today, so wish him well out in his pad in Denver, and man, he's got a new job, so the TARDIS in Miami is busy doing producer things for TV. And of course, the Bunny Pen in Ottawa, Canada, with AJ. It has Got Mead Live. Welcome to the show. Tonight we are going to be talking with a couple of different people. First one coming in is Carolyn Peepall, who is somebody from she's a lady from South Africa, currently living in, I believe it's Indiana, and in Bloomington, Indiana, and she is going to be doing a sour mead experiment presentation at the AMMA Conference. She's got 13 different sour meads that she's going to be presenting and allowing people to taste and produce tasting notes on, so that everybody can check this out. So sour meads are kind of a new thing. There's a few meaderies that are doing it, but it's still a work in progress. So, and then our other speaker is Theresa Dorr, who is from Vinoshipper, and she's been with Vinoshipper forever and a day. She's going to be giving a talk at the conference on setting up Mead Clubs. So she's got a lot to bring to the table, and she's also going to tell us a little bit about what Vinoshipper's doing with being able to get mead to practically at least two-thirds of the U.S. states. So, sorry, Canada. Yeah. But anyway,
we're used to being ignored. Don't worry about it.
Yes, well, the border's close. You can always come across. Yeah. So anyway, it's going to be a fun night, and this is our second to the last. We've only got one broadcast after this, and then we're taking a week off to finish getting all our ducks in a row for the conference. Then AJ and I will be going to the conference in Mazer Cup, and Hamish will be joining us there, and then of course we'll broadcast live from the mead mixer, so that should be fun. Anyway, you guys know this, but we do this all on our own time and for free because we are so awesome and all that stuff. But the software, hardware, and the storage cost actual cash money. So we hope you'll consider becoming a supporting patron member. It's only $30 a year. You get access to the gotmead.com patron forums, which have a lot of award-winning recipes in them. And for only, about 50 cents a week, you get that. You get patron Facebook group and, those recipes. So, and of course, you're helping to support Got Mead Live, and pretty much everything Got Mead does. So it's very much appreciated. And those that have signed up since last week, thank you so very much. We really appreciate it. And of course, I've got a lot of renewing members who are also seriously awesome. Jayden's making smart-ass comments on that. Okay, so you can listen to us live on the Got Mead website. Just click Got Mead Live Radio, and the player will always be playing either what we're doing live or what the most recent episode is. You can also get all of our back episodes there as well. If you want to listen to it later, you can find us on the Got Mead website, on iTunes, SoundCloud, TuneIn, and Stitcher. Just search Got Mead Live. It'll pop right up. We go all the way back to the beginning of the show with the replays that are available. You can find us online. Hey, Jayden. You can find us online on Facebook at facebook.com/gotmead, and our main Facebook group is facebook.com/groups/gotmead. Twitter, we are at gotmeadnow. Sorry about the barking. My husband just arrived, and the pups are letting me know. If you want to get in touch with us via email, you can just go to gotmead.com, put your mouse over Got Mead Live Radio. There's a drop-down where you can just send in questions or comments or suggestions. We take those too. And, of course, if Skype is working the way it should and you want to call in, you can call us at 803-443-MEAD. That's 803-443-6323. Whew! I had more air than I thought I had there. I'll pay for that later, Whew, boy. Okay, so what are we drinking?
Well, I've been doing a mini cheap-ass kitchen reno, and I dug into the back corners of the kitchen, and I found some of what I thought to be a batch of strawberry wine I started in like 2004, maybe 2005. And it's pretty much smells and tastes the way I remember it. It's got a bit of a phenolic thing going on to it, which I kind of assumed was normal with strawberries because when I was on honeymoon, I went to a fruit winery that had strawberry wine, and it had the same thing on their strawberry wine. So it's
I've seen that a lot with other strawberry meads. You keep meads and wines. You keep them long enough, and they tend to go phenolic. And I don't know if that's strawberries or if it's
it's just sort of this faint, like, I don't know. I've only had this smell with strawberries, and it's happened I think every time I've used strawberries. So I've just assumed that this is how strawberries smell when you ferment them. It's kind of a weird chemically kind of thing, but it tastes fine. And I got to be careful with this stuff because the last time I drank 2 bottles of it and was drunk off my ass. So I will be drinking this with care. It used to be carbonated, and it isn't anymore. But then again, I suppose 10 years under Crown Cap can do that to a thing. And it appears. Yeah, and it's very faintly pétillant right now. It's not even really curbed. And the color that used to be so nice and pink on it is now all sort of stuck to the inside of the bottle. So I haven't poured it into a glass. I'm just drinking it from the bottle because I'm a bore. But anyway, it still tastes pretty good.
Yeah?
Of course I'm a heathen. What do you expect?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's just all right. I've got I went and kind of semi-randomly pulled a bottle from the stash downstairs, and I've got a bottle of Hunter's Moon Meadery's Velvet Moon. It's a sweet blackberry blossom mead, 16%.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, and so it's not a melomel. It is a blackberry. It's just a traditional, but with blackberry blossom, but 16%. So and fortunately, it's like a 375. So I'm not in too much danger here.
Well, that's all I've got, and 2 of those just about killed me the last time.
Yeah. Okay, and it says here on the label, and Greg and Kim Bodish are the owners of Hunter's Moon Meadery. Shout out to them. Mm-hmm. It says, made with blackberry blossom honey, thanks to Pro-Am Winter West, aged 3 years. So, and I've had this at least a year, so it's actually aged like 4 years. And it's sweet, and they said it was, but it's sweet, just tons of honey in the nose and in the taste. It's dark. It's like sherry colored. So, and it's got some sherry notes to it. So it's kind of aging into sort of a sherry-like mead, and it's not it's not a bad oxidation. It's the good kind, that adds character. So I like that. It's very smooth. It's sweet in the taste. Just that touch of sherry note. Really long honey finish. So I like it. It's pretty neat. I hadn't had this one before, so I'm enjoying it. If you want to get some for you, huntersmoonmeadery.com. So I like this.
Yeah, I'm enjoying this too, but I'm going to enjoy it very slowly.
It would not do to have us,
Verschnick it. Yeah, I'm 3 swallows in and starting to feel it. So, and this is only 8%. I don't know what the heck it is with this batch, but every time I've had more than a little bit, it knocks me on my ass. So,
oh my gosh,
I'll just sit here quietly. Yeah, this was. I may have, if anybody who's followed my exploits on Got Mead may have heard about the strawberry batch that I had that just bubbled and bubbled and bubbled and bubbled for like a year, even though the specific gravity was already down to no sugar left. That's this batch. So it was already weird. But I think what I did was I siphoned some off and put it in these bottles before I added a little bit more sugar to the rest of the batch, and then it ate the sugar, and then it kept bubbling. Like the airlock was active for a year after it finished the sugar it was in.
Wow.
I don't get it. It makes no sense to me.
Crazy.
I don't even ask anymore.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's just magic,
Yeah.
There she is. Okay, I was trying to get the thing to stop asking me silly questions. Oh God. Sometimes.
Is Skype being helpful again?
Oh my God, yeah. I just want to add her to the call, and I'm trying to get her to come on. I'm going into the private thing to add her to the call, and it's going, I have no idea what you're talking about. It's like, she's right there. I can see it. So, yeah, computer's been acting a little odd today. I don't know what's going on with it. She's not... Carolyn. Yeah, it's not... That's so weird. And I'm trying to get her... Oh, I see the problem. It's like there's like a just ginormous... There's this ginormous phone number in there that's wrong. So, Carolyn, if you're listening, we'll call you in like just a second, but I don't know what the hell this thing is doing.
So Joe's asking about a sarsaparilla extract on the chat, and if anybody's used it. I haven't, but as I would suggest to anybody who's using any kind of extract where they're not sure exactly what it's going to taste like, try some diluted before you add it to anything you care about.
Yeah. Yeah, because that can be really, really awesome, or it can be really, really yucky.
Yeah, like I've got, I think I've got an Irish cream thing because my brother-in-law intended to make some like super alcohol and then add Irish cream extract to it, and I've got the stuff and I have no idea if it's any good. And if I do actually bother using it, I will try it with something else.
Oh, okay. Yeah, stop doing this thing. I keep going to add people, and it's like, no, well, not me.
Oh, I know what it is.
It's you. We didn't do the dance.
We didn't do our usual rain dance for making the computer gremlins piss off and die.
I know, right? I'm trying to get her it's like it's not letting me add her to the call. So I'm just gonna see if I can just add a straight up number.
Yeah, try that, I guess.
Yeah. Show the dial pad. There we go. I like that. Okay, let's try this. I know you guys can probably hear the beep too.
Joe's talking about spending $30 on a blueberry extract that was gross. My experience with anything that's an extract, a lot of the time less is more, because the more of any kind of extract you use, if there's anything weird about it, the weirder the whole thing's going to be, the more you use. Yeah. So be very sparing with anything like that. I wouldn't, and the first time I use anything like that, I'd be very careful about exactly how much you're going to put in, because I've used things like stevia extract, and I find that you can add just enough to make it sweet without making it taste chemically, but like one drop too much, and now suddenly you get a mouthful of chemicals that. Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, you got to be really, really careful with that.
Be really careful with extracts. Yeah. Like, even vanilla extract, like, even making my own extracts, I'd want to make sure that I'm getting the right amount, because you never know exactly how potent anything is, because whatever you're making your extract out of, 3 vanilla beans may be very different 3 this year from 3 next year,
Yeah, totally.
So...
All right, let's see. We're trying to call. The thing's not showing me if it's calling Carolyn, so it's ringing. It should be ringing. It just doesn't tell me if it's ringing. I hate the new Skype. I really do. Carolyn,
Hi.
Hi. So I've been trying to get your number, and I had set you up as a contact, and Skype's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I finally just had to directly add your number, and there was like, seriously? Oh my god. Welcome to Got Mead Live, despite Skype trying very, very hard to keep you from coming. Usually we do our little cursing dance, which is basically the F-bomb song, and we do that before the show goes live to forestall any technological issues that may arise during the show. And generally, if we do it together, it's like an Indian rain dance. It tends to work fairly well.